welcome. My name is Mikey, or BanJaX, and I am here today to do my very first impressions video. This is on Warframe. As you can see here, this is Warframe. So, let's start by telling you a little bit about it. It is made by a company called Digital Extremes, who have had a hand in making Dark Sector and Unreal Tournament 2. So, nothing particularly recent. So, yeah. This is Warframe. It's a free-to-play game. It was released for open beta on March 26th. And it has actually recently won an award for Best Free-to-Play Game at PAX East 2013. So, fair play to it. It is a game, clearly, it is set in space. It features you playing a character, or a set of characters called the Tenno, which are a race of aliens who have been in cryo status since something they call the Old War. Now, I haven't found really much information on the Old War, but let's just assume it was something long and something that was bad and almost wiped these guys out. So the Tenno are described as the masters of the gun and blade, or blade and gun, I'm not sure which. But like it matters because it's the same thing. They are also described as masters of the Warframe armor. So what you see here is actually it's like a suit of armor. It's an exoskeleton. So there you go. That is not how the aliens actually look. Although for the purpose of this game, it is realistically. The enemies, you have various different enemies in this game. It's not set to the one type. There are Grineer. Grineer are vast enemies spreading through the galaxy. Okay, so we can assume they're sort of the main bad guys. I've played quite a bit, so I've seen quite a lot of them, but I've sort of mixed it up, so I've not really been keeping track of who I've fought more. So, when we start the game, we come up with this person at the side of the screen, or this thing at the side of the screen, basically as a guide to the game. It's telling us what we need to hear. So it's basically a tutorial. It is called the Lotus Guide. The Lotus Guide supposedly awakens you from cryostasis and will teach you the ways of the Warframe and secrets to unlocking their power. That is directly from the website. So, yeah. I think there are currently 12 Warframes at the minute. I can remember 10. Maybe it's 13. They've released 2 or 3 recently since the live beta came out. So the ones I know are Trinity, Volt, Ash, Nyx, Ember, Frost, Excalibur, Mag, Rhino, and Loki. So, each Warframe has its own abilities. They can vary from suit to suit. For example, Volt can create and harness electrical elements. So, I've not played Volt, but I'm assuming that he can manipulate them and create attacks and defensives, maybe shields, something like that. Frost has a completely different set of abilities altogether. Frost can channel moisture and vapors in the environment to create defenses and attacks. So they're sort of more of the magic based characters, if that makes sense. They're sort of whereas some of the other ones are a bit more melee or weapons focused, maybe. You start with 3 Warframes available. Excalibur, Loki, and Volt. each have different styles and recommendations for beginner players, sort of more average, and experienced players. Basically what I found is it doesn't matter which one you pick. Excuse me, it doesn't really matter which one you pick. It's more to do with your playstyle than anything. For example, Loki is more of a stealth character, whereas the character I am, Excalibur, is a lot more of a, I would say, an assault character. Very much based on sort of fighting rather than evasion or defenses. So, Excalibur, this guy here, is described as a well-balanced training suit, quote unquote, to allow players to ease into and explore various parts of the game. Mastering the exo armor warframes takes dedicated use, and you gain levels through progress through levels and worlds, whatever. So this is just some stuff from the website. I'm just sort of looking at it and reading it out. Tenno are the remains of a race preserved in cryopods for centuries after the Old War. Grineer are a decaying race of militarized humans. They have targeted the Tenno for whatever reason. I'm guessing they just want to destroy. Corpus control the trade goods. That is another race or faction. They seek lost technology to combat the Tenno. So I don't know why, these trade people are trying to kill the Tenno, but whatever. The star map is this. So this is basically the solar system, and the more levels you do, the more planets you unlock. You start in Mercury. There are... where's Mercury? Here we go. There are 6 mandatory missions, this being the first one. You can see there. Your targets are the Grineer. The mission type is Sabotage. There are different mission types, and the level is 1, so basically it means it's the easiest thing you can do. So you go from here to M Prime to Calorus to Eleon to Told Stodge or whatever, Apollodorus, and then on to Saturn, which is a different planet, or Venus. Now there's also this one, which is Lairs, which is an optional. The others are mandatory. This is an optional side mission. You don't have to do it. Most people I know that have played it skipped it actually, and then went back to it. But this is a different mission type. You can see these are all Grineer. Sorry, a different target. That's an assassination, so your target's slightly different. But there's Grineer on all these planets, apart from this one, which is infested. It's the level layouts are basically the same for every. I think these are ships, supposed to be ships surrounding the planet, sort of like base stations. But when you go to an infested one, it's a completely different look. It's, sort of mutated and things growing out of the walls and stuff like that, and decayed, basically. So yeah, so that's basically a quick introduction to that. So in terms of the UI for the outside of combat, we have this. This is just an avatar, so you can change it to whatever you want. You can go to the market and you can buy avatar packs and stuff, so it's always handy, I suppose. This is your name, your profile and statistics bar. So you've got your character's name here, and this small blue bar is your level progress. So if we click on this, we can see my name is BanJaX. I'm initiate rank 1. My mastery is 8,500. Okay. Next rank, silver initiate in 1,500. Your mastery, I think, is basically your level progress. You can see your general stats: time played, skill, gross income, missions completed, missions failed, mission quit. All the normal stuff you would expect to find. Pistols, basically your weapons, your favorite weapons, warframes most used. You can get different warframes. revives, kill assists, all this good stuff. So we also have down here a few tabs. So we have top players. So there's the top ranked players in the world with the most kills. That is a lot of kills. Takes quite a while, I'm guessing. You have my rank, which I'm currently yeah, I was just checking to make sure that wasn't a million. That's 191,639 with 1,768 kills. So you can see everyone here has the same amount of kills. So there are quite a lot of people are playing this game. You have your deck, which it says select artifacts. Excuse me, which I believe are like trading cards, basically like just like a collectibles thing. So, excuse me. So if we back out of that, besides that, we have our credits. So I have 67,975 credits, which, man, it's okay. It'll buy me something, but you can get a hell of a lot more. I've spent quite a few on building items and stuff, but we'll get to that later. So beside that, you have platinum. Platinum is an interesting resource. You start with 50, and I bought something with it. I think I bought a weapon slot or something, not realizing that the platinum you start with is the only platinum you can get without paying for it. So yeah, platinum is a lot more valuable. You start with 50, like I said. The only way to get more is to buy it. You can't earn it through doing anything, as far as I can tell. It can be used for weapons and equipment and upgrades, such as buying more weapon slots and more Warframe slots. You can also use it to change a Warframe if you wish, or you can buy patterns for that, which I will get to later. Platinum costs at the minute between £3.99 and £65.99. That's British. That's sterling, or the British pound. Because apparently some people in England have never heard of the term sterling. My cousin told me he goes to university there. That just seems strange to me, since I'm not from mainland and I've grown up with the term. So it seems kind of odd to me. But yeah, that's a bit off track. So then we move on to this. So this is your play mode. Excuse me again. There are 3 different play types here. So we can go online. So if we go click on a planet, we can go bang, click on a mission, and that will automatically sort of group out for us. We can go to private, which we can then invite our friends or clan to, and you can invite up to 3. You can have 4 people in a party, so you and 3 other people, or you can go solo, which is obviously what it says. You can go in, you can play a mission. Now the thing to note about solo and private is that generally, if you're playing solo or private, it's going to be quite a bit harder. Because, well, that's debatable actually. But solo anyway is going to be quite a lot harder because it doesn't seem to scale. The difficulty doesn't seem to scale whether it's 1 person or 4 people in the map. Private I quite like, because if you're playing 2 or 3 people, you're all friends, you're on Skype, or there's a chat system in the game, I think, but I never use chat systems in game. I usually use Skype or Vent or TeamSpeak or something. But if you're on that with your friends, it can make it a lot easier. You can coordinate a lot better. Whereas I find if I go to online, I go into a mission. Say I go here. There's 4 people there, me and 40 other people. Everyone else will just run. They won't bother killing anything. They'll just go bang. I'm here. I'm where I need to be. Bang. I'm at the extraction point. Done. I don't quite agree with that. I don't. That's not playing the game. That's running through, and it doesn't make sense to me. That's kind of foreign to me. I like to play games, take my time, take a good pace through them, unless it's required of me to go fast and do everything I can, unless obviously I was boosting someone just to get them to a certain point and they didn't mind. But yeah, so that's a problem I've had on online. It didn't really happen until a few weeks after it came out, actually. Whenever at the start everyone was sort of just exploring and taking things slowly and just being like, oh, this game's cool. But now they just seem to be going, F you noob, I need money and I'll complete fast. You're like, okay, fair enough. So this is your arsenal. Sorry, this is taking quite long actually. So here you have your Warframe. You can go in, you can see the different Warframes here. So there's one I didn't mention, which is Banshee. I don't think I mentioned it anyway. Then Siren and Trinity. So I think they're the three I missed. So you can go here, you can compare. Obviously they're unranked and they don't really have stats, so you can do that and you can buy them. You can see here 375 platinum, 175 platinum, 75 platinum, 375, 225. So they cost a lot of platinum. You can't buy any of them standard. The cheapest one the cheapest ones are 75, but there is a way around that, which I will show you. So here we have revives. This is basically if you're in a mission, you go in, you die, someone revives you, someone can revive you, bring you back to life, or you can revive yourself if they don't get to you in time. This will use up one of 4 revives, which reset daily. So if you go in and you die 4 times in one mission, you come out and you go, well, I want to play another level, but what if I die? These guys aren't very good. You can buy more for platinum, I believe. I'm not sure if it's credits and platinum or credits, but you can buy more anyway. So that's kind of handy, to be honest. It limits the amount that you can do, and it stops you from going, oh well, I'll just die because, you know, there's no repercussions. There is a repercussion, and it's stopping you from going, someone in my group messed up, I died because of it, now I've been kicked out of the game and I have to restart it. You know, which can happen after half an hour or whatever, which is not a good thing. So here under this we have the abilities of this Warframe, which is Excalibur. We have the Slash Dash, Radial Blind, Super Jump, and the Radial Javelin. So the Slash Dash basically is like it's like a teleport sort of thing where you go from one point to the other. You can't really change your I'm not even going to say that word. I'm a bit tongue-tied here. So you basically go in a straight line, cut through everything there, and it's sort of like a teleport. You go all fuzzy and stuff. Radial Blind is exactly what it says. He grabs his sword, points it in the air, and everyone gets blinded. Super Jump allows you to jump 3 times higher. Radial Javelin is a cool thing. It costs a lot of energy, which I'll show you later, but it basically shoots javelins out all around you, and it can pin people to the wall. It's very deadly. So yeah. Down here we have Sentinels, which you can get here. There's 2 available to me for 75 platinum each. I don't have one equipped. I don't have one at all, actually. But basically they're like little helpers. They float around beside you and they attack or cast a shield on you or whatever. So we have color customize here. We have default skins and Excalibur helmet. So the standard issue helmet for Excalibur Warframe and the default skin. So yeah, I think you can sort of get different parts in the store for it, and we can just customize our colors. I don't want to change that because I like my color scheme. We have gear down here. Gear, this is stuff you can buy, like health potions, ammo, stuff like that. And these are the amount of slots you have. We have inventory. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cough. Which here we have a Warframe, which we can sell. I don't know why you would, but yeah. We can buy buy more Warframe slots, as you can see here. We have weapons over here, we can buy more weapon slots. You can also sell your weapons. And then down here we have our misc items. These are things that you'll pick up and you'll get at the end of levels, which are used. You basically, you basically use them with a blueprint, and it merges them together to create an item. Here we have mods. Oh, they've changed this slightly. I like that. That's quite good. Hey, I like that. I see. Hey. So that's pretty cool. That's a nice wee change. There's recently been an update to the game and I've not played since. So this tells you here your mod collection, total of 35, duplicates of 0, cores 12, rating 209. So the duplicates thing is so handy. Anytime I get duplicates, I basically so say I wanted to upgrade this. This is for Volt. I can't even use it, so I may as well. Right, just in case I accidentally apply this, I will go to. So you can see here as I'm scrolling through it, they all have different abilities. This is basically how you upgrade your your Warframe and your different weapons. So if I click on, say I click on Puncher, I go to here, I go to Fusion. You'll see there's a bar at the side here. There are also these black lines at the side. This is also important, but I'll show you this later. So if I click on this, that applies it, and you see this bar starting to fill up. If I go and apply these, this white bar will fill up. So if I apply that, that'll change this from +1 puncture to presumably +2, +3, +4, +5, which is a handy thing if you like your pistols and you come up against a lot of armored enemies. So all you have to do is apply fusion and that will add that on. I'm not going to do that right now. It also tells you you're fusing 4 of these upgrade cards and it will cost 2,250 credits. So there you go. Fusion cores don't give any upgrade. The only thing they're used for is to click a card, hit fusion and upgrade it. That gave me 2 levels. Cool. I'll have to use that at some point. At the bottom here you've got your recently used, your rating. I'm guessing that's for what your best ones are. You can see I've got a lot of points in this. Price, name and type. Personally I would arrange it by name because I like to have everything alphabetical. It makes it easier for me. Over here you have your weapons. You can blah blah blah, compare, there's all your stats. It's the same here. You've got your customized colors, so you can change the color scheme in your weapon. You can go in here and there are all the things you need for your weapons. You can go in here and mod it. These things also, the Orokin Catalyst basically provides a capacity upgrade. It doubles the capacity upgrade for your weapon or for your suit. These are all your compatible mods. Not everything will be compatible. I don't know what this little thing is down in the corner. Actually, I've never seen that's a new. Oh, I'm thinking that's maybe for your main assault weapon. You can. I have an assault rifle on at the minute. You can have a shotgun, a sniper rifle, stuff like that. I think actually the only other things are shotgun. I think they only have shotguns and rifles. But yes, this number at the side, it says 2 just here, on the right side, and that is, if I take this off, this goes up to 5. I put this back in, and that goes down to 3. So none of these other ones I can actually apply just yet. So I'll just cancel that. Okay. Same thing for the pistol. Same numbers, blah blah blah. And same thing for sword. So I've actually upgraded my sword. You start with a Scana. I'm onto a Cronus blade, which is pretty badass. Now you can see I take this off, that goes up to 5. This says 4. I put it in this slot and it goes down to 2. So if you notice, this little V or tick in the corner, if I match something up to that, the rating changes. So it's a thing that apparently a lot of people missed when the game came out, and it made the developers quite annoyed, because people were sort of just bypassing it. They weren't paying attention, they were just firing things in. So we also have this over here for our Warframe. You can see I've got a lot of things installed. They're all in the correct spots. I don't have enough points to put another one in. You can also upgrade it with an Orokin skull. That's enough of that. This is getting really long, I might have to cut it down. So we have our contacts, which is basically just your friends and your clan. So there you go. We also have recently played people who you have previously played with. So you know, we have like Papicus, Sinolp, Sunfang. These are just random people from the internet. Okay, we have the market. Market's quite intricate. You have basically this welcome screen with all the featured items. You go here. Or we can go here. We've got bundle packs, which are for color packs, survival kits, packs for certain warframes, pistolier special, image packs, things like that. You can notice that most of them are fairly expensive, like 754, 559, 650 platinum. They are fairly expensive, they are not cheap. Here's your warframes. Like for example, it says there Excalibur owned. So that's handy enough. It tells you what you have, so you don't end up going, oh, I don't think I have Trinity. Buy. You look at your platinum, you're down to 30 platinum from 800 or whatever after you've bought a couple of different warframes, and then you've realized that you've actually bought the same one twice. So that's a nice feature. I like that. It's quite well done. But you can also buy Warframe blueprints, which we see here for credits, which means you don't have to go and spend loads and loads of money just to unlock things in the game. So here we have different weapons. Oh, sorry, my bad. I said shotguns and rifles are the only thing I could remember in the main weapon category. There's a bow. It is, as far as I'm aware, currently only available for platinum. But the best weapons in the game, the developers have said, will be available via credits. So here we have all the pistols. You can get a single pistol, or you can get an AK pistol, AK Bolto, AK Lato, AK, as far as I can tell. I'm assuming it's Greek, and it basically means 2 if put on the start of a name. Maybe because there's a Furus. I'm not sure, but either way, most of the time if it says AK, it's 2 in this game anyway. Twin Vipers, I think they're new. Excuse me. There's Boris shotgun, and yeah, just a whole pile of different weapons. Seal, that's interesting. Some things will be logged out, XP log. That means I can't get them until I'm a certain level, level 2 or 3. So it's basically stops someone coming into the game, getting the best weapons in the game, and going, screw you guys, I'm better than everyone. This game's boring because it's too easy. So here we have some equipment, mod packs, Eagle mod pack. So new. I'm not sure what they do, but I'm sure they do something lovely. Looks like a deck of cards for a specific warframe maybe. We also have blueprints for the Shade and the Worm Sentinel. So they're 100,000 each. You can see I can't afford them, but you can get them without having, once again, to use platinum. Like here we go. There's an Orokin reactor and an Orokin catalyst. Both of these can be used to upgrade your weapons and your warframe. And here's a whole pile of just, most of this is aesthetic as far as I can tell. Yeah, color charts and stuff. And we click on get platinum, and it minimizes us and takes us out to the browser. So there we go. I didn't mean to do that. I tried to escape. I thought it had an escape option. We also have a wee home button over here, which doesn't seem to work. But yeah, so that's everything in there. Then we have the Foundry. You can see I have a blueprint here. This is for a helmet for Ember. I won't be building this because there's no point. I don't have Ember. I don't think I'll try out different Warframes for a while until I get this one to the level I want. I also don't have the materials yet. I don't have a neural sensor. I don't have any neural sensors, which I need one, and I need 500 rubido, which I'm not sure I have any. Nope, not by the looks of it. But yes, if I go to this and click build, it will say, are you sure you want to do this? The manufacture cost is 15,000 credits, and this will take 12 hours to build. So it's not like you can go through all the levels and just build everything, because one, well, you probably will have the money, let's be fair, but you won't have the time. If you're planning to play this in one day and get all the best stuff, it won't work. If we go into the options here, we have regions, so it's regional, global chat, global filter, so they're basically like an MMO style chat. If we go down here, we can maximize the chat and you can see people talking between each other and stuff. There's a whole bunch of networking stuff. For your display, you've got your resolution settings, which I had to change all this whenever I loaded it, because a couple of friends I know did as well, because it made the screen very laggy. It was at the wrong resolution. It was actually far too low a resolution and it lagged out completely. So we have our video resolution, aspect ratio, field of view. A lot of people complain about field of view, so there we go. Display mode, full screen, or windowed, borderless, full screen. So that's the way I like it. I've kept most of this stuff as it is, anti-aliasing, high dynamic range, blah 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 blah. Blur motion, a lot of people would turn this off. I think a lot of people seem to get headaches from things like this. I don't have an NVIDIA graphics card, so I don't have physics. Shadow quality, texture memory, brightness, contrast, VSync. So there you go. A lot of things that you would expect from a PC port, to be honest, are there. Like VSync, I've seen quite a few games that has been missing where it should have been implemented. Controls, customized key bindings, which is really good if you have I have a mouse with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 buttons on it. Sorry, I didn't even know how many there. 11 buttons, so I could customize all these. I don't have any hotkeys on my keyboard, but a lot of people do, so you can customize that if it's handier for you. I haven't customized anything in this because I find everything pretty handy for me anyway. So yeah, you have your aim sensitivity, enable gamepad, yeah, vibration, invert axis. I don't like to invert my axis. This is horrible. I don't know how people play with it. Hold jump to wall run, yeah. That would have been handier to know earlier. Usability is on selection. Then we have our audio, our volumes. I just crank mine up, though, just badass, yo. Enable voice. So yes, we do have in-game voice chat. We have a test microphone, microphone cutoff. So there you go. We have a Kobe saving thing here. Apart from that, it is pretty straightforward. You travel through these things. You can go down here and invite your friends. It's good fun. Here is your chat menu. Oh, lag. So you can see all these people in chat, all people chatting away. You can have your clan chat. So there we go. I'll go back and yeah. So I might end up either just cutting this into bits and putting it down to like a 20-minute video or whatever, or I'll just cut it up. So I will now go on to show you the gameplay. Terminated.